Mathematical induction part 2.
Hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss 7 marks questions which are very important questions. Each problem two different methods explain chestanu. One method is the actual process and second method is the reverse method. So ఈ వీడియో స్కిప్ చేయకుండా ఎండ్ వరకు చూడండి. So without delay coming to topic. So this is the given statement. Here we know that the principle of mathematical induction can be done in 4 steps. The first step is we can prove the given statement for n is equals to 1, and second step assume that n is equals to k, and third step you prove for n is equals to k plus 1, and last step the given mathematical induction prove for all positive integers. So here first, let s of n is the given statement. So clearly which is LHS and which is RHS. Okay. So first case 1. So here in case 1 you prove for n is equals to 1. So clearly we can consider LHS as well as RHS. So first, what is LHS? So we can take nth term and substitute n is equals to 1. Otherwise you can take only first term, that is 1 by 1 into 3, which is equals to 1 by 3. Here n is equals to 1 means only first term. Next, RHS. What is RHS? N by 2n plus 1. So we can replace n by what? 1. So just you can substitute instead of n 1. That is 1 by 2 into 1. That is 2 plus 1, which is equals to what? 1 by 3. Clearly LHS value 1 by 3, RHS value 1 by 3. Therefore the given statement is true for n is equals to 1. So next, case 2. So here case 2 is assume that n is equals to k. Means the given statement is true for n is equals to k. So which means you can write LHS as well as RHS, but replace n by k. So here that is 1 by 1 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 5 and so on. 1 by, what is n value? K. Just replace n by k here. 2 into k. 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1, which is equals to k by 2k plus 1. So this is equation 1. So next, case 3. You prove for n is equals to k plus 1. So means you can consider LHS. From that you can prove RHS. So here what is LHS? Right, 1 by 1 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 5 and so on plus 1 by, here replace n by what? K plus 1. For writing k plus 1, you should mention always bracket. 2 into n. What is n? K plus 1. That is 2 of k plus 1 minus 1 into 2n plus 1. Again replace n by k plus 1. That is 2 of k plus 1 plus 1. Okay. So these are what? Are 2k plus 1 terms. So here we have already up to k terms value is k by 2k plus 1. So here for example 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on n, which is equals to n into n plus 1 by 2. So this is any statement. So here what is the second case? Assume that n is equals to k, which means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on k, which is equal to k into k plus 1 by 2. So which is case 2. And what is case 3? So here case 3 is you prove for n is equals to k plus 1. So clearly replace n by k plus 1 in LHS. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on k plus 1. So clearly these are what sum of the k terms and these are what sum of the k plus 1 terms. So you can write this as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on. What is the before term of k plus 1? K plus k plus 1. Clearly we have already one sum of the first k terms value, k into k plus 1 by 2 plus last term is what? K plus 1. Clearly k into k plus 1 by 2 is what? RHS of case 2 plus last term. Clear, that is what? K plus 1. So here also we can write this is what? RHS of case 2 plus last term. So clearly what is the RHS of case 2? K by 2k plus 1. So write k by 2k plus 1 plus what is the last term? So this is the last term. So that is what? 1 by 2 into k, 2k. Next 2 into 1, 2 minus 1. That is 2 minus 1 is plus 1 into. Again 2 into k, 2k. 2 into 1, 2 plus 1. That is 3. So clearly once you observe here, the denominator is 2k plus 1. Here also denominator first term 2k plus 1. So clearly in the denominator 2k plus 1, 2k plus 1 is common. So write 1 by 2k plus 1 is common. And what are the remaining terms? In the first term k is left. In the second term 1 by 2k plus 3 is left. That is k plus 1 by 2k plus 3. Okay. Now which is 1 by 2k plus 1 into what is the LCM? 2k plus 3. So we can do cross multiplication. K into 2k. 2k square plus k into 3. 3k plus 1. So which is 1 by 2k plus 1 into. So we can do factorize. For that we can multiply first quotient and last term. 2 into 1, 2. So here if you multiply any two numbers, product is 2. Add the same numbers, that is the middle term quotient. Clearly 2 into 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So you can write 3k as 2k plus 1k. So 2k square plus 2k plus 1k plus 1. Which is divided by what? 2k plus 3. Okay. So this is again 1 by 2k plus 1 into. From the first two terms, 2k is common. So 2k of k plus 1 plus from the second two terms, 1 is common, k plus 1. So which is divided by, how to write 2k plus 3? We can write 2k plus 2 plus 1. Clearly which is again 1 by 2k plus 1. In both the terms k plus 1 is common. K plus 1 into. What is the remaining terms? 2k in the first plus 1 in the second. Simply write as 2k plus 1, which is divided by. From the first two terms again 2 is common. 2 times of k plus 1 plus 1. Clearly 2k plus 1, 2k plus 1 is cancelled. So what you got? K plus 1 by 2 times of k plus 1 plus 1. So here, once you observe the RHS, in RHS, what you got in place of n? So here in place of n, k plus 1. K plus 1 by 2 times of what? K plus 1 plus 1. So we can say that this given statement is true for all positive integer. That is case 4. Okay. So this is the actual method. చాలా మంది స్టూడెంట్ ఈ కేస్ 3 కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటారు. వారి కోసం another method, that is the reverse method only. Okay, see that second method. So already you know that what is the answer? In place of n, we have to write what? K plus 1. So we can do the reverse method. Okay, so clearly k plus 1 by 2 times of n, that is 2 times of k plus 1 plus 1. So we can simplify from back side, that is k plus 1 divided by multiplying these two, 2 into k, 2k, 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, again which is k plus 1 by 2k plus what? 3. Okay, now once you observe here, what is the extra term here? 2k plus 1 is the extra term here, but here there is no 2k plus 1, which means ఆ టర్మ్ అనేది క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయింది. అంటే అది న్యూమినేటర్ లో ఉంది, డినామినేటర్ లో ఉంది. సో ఈ 2k plus 1 న్యూమినేటర్ లో రాయండి, డినామినేటర్ లో రాయండి. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్? న్యూమినేటర్ లో 2k plus 1, అలాగే డినామినేటర్ లో 2k plus 1 ఇంటూ వాట్ ఇస్ ద రిమైనింగ్ టర్మ్? k plus 1, 2k plus 3. Okay, so clear, which means these two terms are cancelled. From this you will get k plus 1 by 2k plus 3. So ఇక్కడ వరకు రాస్తే సరిపోతుంది. So this is the reverse method. Next, see the second question. So this is also similar to previous one, but in previous question they given nth term, but here there is no nth term. So we can find first nth term of the given problem. For finding the nth term, once you observe the given series, consider first terms. What are the first terms? 1, 4, 7. Clearly 1 comma 4 comma 7 comma and so on. So what is the common difference here? Means the difference of two consecutive numbers. 1 ki 4 ki difference 3. Difference between 4 and 7, 3. If the common difference is same, then we can say that the given series is in AP. So which are in AP series. So clearly the first term is what? A. And what is the difference? 1 ki 4 ki difference 3. And we know that nth term formula Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now substitute A and T here. Therefore Tn is equals to A 1 plus n minus 1 into 3. So you are simplifying this, 1 plus 3 into n, 3n minus 3. Again this is what? 3n, 1 minus 3, minus 2. Next terms. What are the next terms? Second terms. 4, 7, 10. Clearly 4 comma 7 comma 10 and so on, which are also in AP series. Here also difference same, but first term is what? 4. A is equals to 4 and D is equal to 3. So substitute in the nth term formula. A, what is A? 4 plus n minus 1 into D. D is 3. So which is 4 plus multiplying with 3. N into 3. 3n minus 1 into 3. Minus 3. 3n, 4 minus 3, 1. Therefore, what is the nth term? See, a numerator is common. 1 by denominator product of the terms. So, product of these two terms. 3n minus 2 into 3n plus 1. Now, we can write the given statement S of n. So, what is S of n? 1 by 1 into 4 plus 1 by 4 into 7 and so on. Numerator is common for all the terms. Write 1 as it is. And for the first terms, what is the nth term? 3n minus 2. For the second terms, what is the nth term? 3n plus 1. Between the terms, product symbol into 3n plus 1, which is equals to n by 3n plus 1. Okay. So this is the our statement. Now, so which is LHS and which is RHS? So what is case 1? You prove for n is equals to 1. So n is equals to 1 means you can take only first term. What is the first term? LHS is 1 by 1 into 4, which is what? 1 by 4. So next, RHS. What is RHS? N by 3n plus 1. So we can replace n by what? 1. That is 1 by 3 into 1. 3 plus 1, which is also 1 by 4. So we can say that the given statement is true for n is equals to 1. Next, what is case 2? Assume that n is equals to k. So which means you can replace n by k in given statement. That is what? 1 by 1 into 4 plus 1 by 4 into 7 and so on. 1 by. So just to replace this n by what? K in LHS as well as RHS. That is 3k minus 2 into 3k plus 1, which is equals to what? K by 3k plus 1. So this is equation 1. So next, what is case 3? You prove for n is equals to k plus 1. So consider LHS, and from the LHS we can prove RHS. First LHS. What is LHS? This one only. 1 by 1 into 4 plus 1 by 4 into 7 and so on plus 1 by. So replace n by what? K plus 1. You should mention the bracket for k plus 1. That is 3 into k plus 1 minus 2 into 3 into n. Again n is what? 3 into k plus 1 plus 1. Okay. So clearly these are what? Up to k plus 1 terms. Up to k plus 1 terms write as up to k terms plus k plus 1th term. So which means what? RHS of case 2. So what is the RHS of case 2? K by 3k plus 1 plus last term, this one. So what is the RHS of case 2? K by 3k plus 1 plus what is the last term? This one only. 1 by, we can simplifying this. 3 into k, 3k, 3 into 1, 3 minus 2, that is 1 into, again this, 3 into k, 3k, 3 into 1, 3 plus 1, 4. Okay. Clearly again, once you observe the denominators, in both denominators, 3k plus 1, 3k plus 1 is common. Here that is in the denominator. So we should write 1 by 3k plus 1 into. What is the remaining terms in the first? K plus. In the second term, what is the remaining term? 1 by 3k plus 4. So which is equals to 1 by 3k plus 1. What is the LCM? 3k plus 4. Cross multiplication. K into 3k. 3k square plus 4 into k. 4k plus 1. So we can do factors again. So multiplying these two, 3 into 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. So write 4k as 3k plus 1k. 1 by 3k plus 1 into. How to write? 3k square plus 3k plus k plus 1, which is divided by 3k plus 4. So clearly here from the first two terms 3k is common. From the next two terms 1 is common. That is what? 1 by 3k plus 1 into 3k is common. You will get k plus 1 plus 1 is common, k plus 1. So which is divided by what? 3k plus 4. Again k plus 1, k plus 1 is common. That is 1 by 3k plus 1 into. See here this 3k plus 4 write as plus 3 plus 1. See here which is k plus 1 is common. Remaining term 3k in the first, In the second, plus 1, which is divided by, from the first two terms, so 3 is common. 3 of k plus 1 plus 1. So 3k plus 1, 3k plus 1 cancelled, which is what? K plus 1 by 3 times of k plus 1 plus 1. So clearly, once you observe the answer, in place of n, what you got? K plus 1. Therefore, which is true for n is equals to k plus 1, and we should write a case for. So what is case for? By principle of mathematical induction, S of n is true for all n belongs to n. So this is the actual method, and go for a second method, that is the reverse method. So clearly, which is equals to, what is the answer? In place of n, you should write k plus 1. K plus 1 divided by 3 into k plus 1 plus 1. We can simplify from back side, that is k plus 1 divided by, multiplying with 3. 3k, 3 into 1, 3 plus 1. Again, which is k plus 1 by 3k, 3 plus 1, 4. Again, so once you observe here we have 3k plus 1, but here there is no 3k plus 1, which means two terms cancel అయినాయి, అంటే అది న్యూమరేటర్ లో ఉంది, డినామినేటర్ లో ఉంది. సో ఫర్ దట్ we can multiply and divide 3k plus 1, that is 3k plus 1 by 3k plus 1. What is this value? Into k plus 1 by 3k plus 4. So clearly both are coincides. So this is the second method. ఈ వీడియోలో మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే ప్లీజ్ కామెంట్ చేయండి. అలాగే వీడియో నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ చేయండి. సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.